Well, and the prophet and I'm watching in Kano, Isaac Owusu Bempah. But the Uncle Man so quickly, na Reverend Emmanuel T. Bariga ending como or General Secretary Emma the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council no yene ni ending como ono enanensa ehye krata no ase awotro say the prophet no Kano asema eni say yeji editumo. Reverend, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. I am hoping, sir, Uchine Eyakakrampacho. Okay, all right. Then we can proceed with English. It's fine with me. It's fine with me. So the first question I would ask is, was it necessary for a statement to have been issued in denial of what the prophet said in the first place?
Yes, it is necessary because the meeting which the prophet referenced in his statements on the 31st night was at the instance of the National Executive Council of the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council. Yen na yesuma Apostle Professor Opoku Onyinah, Satan no ye president. Any apostle na nyani boadu. Say omon share prophet Owusu Bempah omon friend na omne no enkasa. Satan ade asem na nya no na CEO.
Yeah.
Asem no esi sometime 2015 getting to 2016. 2015 as usual 31st night prophet no she says shankumpi and no shall see can't same so some of the men of God in the nation. Now, young person, yes, you have about Bonte as a council, you have a KBBA, they won't be the benching. And now, your Suma, your president, sometimes no, Church of Pentecost chairman, any apostle, any board, some free prophet, no money in Casa, no more to now, someone now can. I bet maybe or how so that 2016 na election year. A bit maybe or how about now on Tasu. Into our friend, a call apostle professor if he a more than the veranda so in the Casa at Tonofo, Sawunyai, or Jitum and almost a meeting in Bay, almost year so no. Apostle Professor Nina Apostle Yana Anyani Board, one boy Amani say Omushiano no Waji ni Omukano Atu into Osubijai. Inti prophets in some of Batika 31st year no Yajimuna because in some entisa. Hello.
Me know what I'm saying, but it's I'm interested.
Yeah, in some end, sir. You obeka say Apostle Professor banning chairs or shannon come. And this Apostle Professor once or making reference to that meeting and Anyani board no. Yes, some the course. I say so say me corner mark or J aquantre and I say me corner of Biasha come. I was saying me no be never come.
How na menti ase no that what
the watching to one ubetumi say what he's saying is not true.
How na
it can't be true.
How na menti ase no say ye nyina ye Christopher say me sofo me come yonko sofo ho say so onyankopon ayibi afa me ho e de a kire na so won kan kire me. What is wrong with that?
No, but in any case, you will not go with somebody.
But what is wrong if I go with somebody?
And the same American. It's about 6 years ago. So why now? Argentina feel now walking.
But I'm saying, sir, from the religious point of view, no, what is wrong if a prophet prophesies about another prophet?
It's because that was not what happened.
Well, in any case, it is not true. So I don't want to go into that about a prophet prophesying about another prophet. So, of course, if you look into the Bible, you can find examples. So, but There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, there's that. When you read through the prophets, the prophetic books in the Bible, I mean, God used some of the prophets. Jeremiah say God used him to prophesy about those who were prophesying and who were false prophets. So, a prophet prophesying about others who are false or otherwise, it's not strange. Yeah, but it didn't happen. Yeah, that's not what happened. Apostle Professor and Prophet Owusu Bempah say no, he didn't. That did not happen. That's not what happened.
Well,
that's why we're coming out to straighten the records.
All right, Reverend. I got the indication that you are going into a meeting. There were a few questions I would have loved to ask, but
no, if you can ask them quickly, we can deal with it before I go.
Okay, but what do you only mean Bible in church kakra no pay ewo djumedi no eso. Mo frɛ prophets ne say money ni share about the prophecies na wo make no about the nation considering the times we're in. So what if indeed it was coming from God about these things he was saying and prophesying? Would you not have been seeking to, for want of a better word, gag the prophecies of God concerning Ghana and individuals?
No, I did. So prophecy, there are two aspects of prophecy: foretelling and foretelling. So one aspect is predictive. I mean, it tells about something that is going to happen, which God has revealed, either through visions or through dreams, or by a word of mouth. And the other aspect, foretelling. Say but whichever it is, whether predictive or telling forth, it should all be in agreement with the word of God. So any prophecy that is contrary to the word of God is not from God. And in addition to that, so who can kind 1 Corinthians chapter 14, Paul says, the Apostle Paul says, prophecy is intended to strengthen, to encourage, and also to comfort. That is the purpose of prophecy. And if there's any prophecy which puts fear and creates panic amongst people, that could not be coming from God.
If you read the Bible, there were prophecies about Israel going into exile. There have been prophecies.
Yes, those were warnings.
Yes, but it did happen.
Yes, it did happen. So,
yes. So
that is
would that
one
be classified as
prophecy?
Yes, would that be classified as causing fear and panic to the people of Israel at the time that prophecy was being given about them?
No, that was something that was happening. So God was warning them to tell them that, look, this is the way that you are going. If you continue in that way, this is what is going to happen to you. That is not to create fear or panic. Because so cast or baby be sure that he will do it. If you don't refrain from what, because there are other instances. Say when he sent Jonah to Nineveh, when Jonah went and prophesied, the people repented. So God also didn't do what he said he was going to do. So sometimes God brings it to forewarn the people so that they can refrain from their evil deeds, and so that he will not bring punishment upon them. Because the wages of sin is death. It has been death all this while. Whenever we sin, we are faced with death. So, yeah. So
as a kuno, in 2016, number final opinion prophecies, on toward
definitely. A year or two ago, I can't remember exactly, but I think it should be about 2 or 3 years ago. The same prophet or professor is one prominent Muslim personality was going to die. Do you remember what happened?
I remember.
Yes, you remember. So should that have happened? Should someone speak in such a way? This is how I remember. A prophet of God. And did it happen? So, I mean, prophecy, I mean, that kind of prophecy that Muslim cleric, no, it's over 100 years. It is Owusu. What is the so be I would be over 100 years.
What being so ankase? If it's a warning, so who be na so ka etwa bonten na say ye sha see 200 say praying and interceding for the man and he doesn't die. Not just say prophecy, no, was it fake?
No, in sending or what? Young fan said, Obi ewu. Why should you put it in the public domain? Go to the person individually. Never catch all the examples of death. A war Bible the people went to them. Isaiah, Yankupos Mano, or he has a tie and chain. So on catching, so baby. No cockatchem, so cockatchem of them. So I could not bonte, and I said, King Isaiah, King Zekai, you, Yankupos baby. So calling chain, cockatchem. And it's a prophecy be about an individual person. Go to the person and tell the person. Well, if there's anything to be done about it, do it with the person. But manage not want to anchor. Send your macano. Say, or that can you know, so only in see. Or that can be only see. Only say between the Asama Papa. It would have brought a whole lot of problem. It could have even extended to a row between the Muslim and the Christian community at large. So,
more control as an association, as a council, as a group over the conduct of a Asofo Moshe if they are members of your group, more control over them.
Sure, we have control over them. And which are over 200 churches, no. They don't do such things. They don't give those kind of prophecies.
All right, Reverend. And I pay a has to say your tunes are for now. Watching Benani Dinkomo.
No, Miss Madamas.
Like and subscribe and click on the notification. Happy FM, Nimdie, Happy FM, and Nijenkwa.